I do now. I've got business now.
With what?
Well, you just made a threat. You said you'd be seeing me later, so I want to see what you're up to now. You're a public official.
Wait here for me, please.
I have a right to record public officials in their public capacity from public spaces. This town hall is a public space, sir. Where do you get off making threats to me?
I'm not making threats.
What did you mean you'd see me later?
I'll see you later.
What do you mean you'd see me later? What do you mean by that?
Saying that you're harassing them. Were you harassing them?
Nothing's obvious to me.
Listen.
Nothing's obvious to me.
Let me gather my information.
Let me exercise my freedom. Let me exercise my right to record you in public.
Well, I need to talk to them by myself so they don't feel threatened.
I'm going to take them into a private area. This is a public area.
Okay.
This is a heated confrontation in Ferdinand, Indiana, between the auditor Craig Henry and Assistant Chief of Police Christian Gole, badge number 2920292. It begins when Gole accuses Henry of harassment. When Henry asserts his constitutional right to film a public official in a public space, Officer Gole escalates with verbal threats and attempts to block the recording. Was the officer's behavior a constitutional violation? When is it legal to refuse identification, and when is it a crime? Join us for the breakdown of every ID refusal situation on ID Refusal 101. A big thank you to the original content creator Craig Henry channel. Be sure to follow their channel. Welcome to ID Refusal 101. We're here to arm you with legal knowledge to protect yourself. Subscribe now to know your rights and how to assert them. And now, enjoy the video.
What?
Were you just in there?
Why?
Because I got called down here. Were you harassing them or something?
Oh, I don't answer questions.
You got some ID with you?
No, I don't.
Well, what's your name?
Do you suspect me of a crime?
I don't know. Are you in there harassing people? Then I am.
If you can articulate that you suspect me of a crime, I'm legally obligated to provide identification to you.
Well, why don't you tell me what you did in there? That's pretty simple, right?
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Craig Henry channel. Today's episode, we are in Ferdinand, Indiana, where we start out getting interrogated by the Assistant Chief of Police. We are going to show you his overreaction, and then after that, we're going to show you the behavior that he's claiming to be investigating as harassing. So, here we go. Let's get into it. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
It's Christian Gole, badge number
29292. Okay, Christian.
Can you tell me what was going on in there?
I've already articulated.
Listen.
I don't answer questions,
Have
but
a good day. Bye.
Okay.
I'll be talking to you later.
Assistant Chief Christian Gole immediately approaches the auditor Craig Henry based on a call alleging harassment, demanding ID, and asking about Henry's actions. This is the crucial moment. Craig Henry asserts his ID refusal right, refusing to answer questions and stating he is only legally obligated to provide identification if the officer can articulate a reasonable suspicion of a crime. Under U.S. constitutional law, specifically the Fourth Amendment, a police stop and demand for ID without reasonable suspicion is unlawful. Henry's behavior is legally sound. He demands Officer Gole's name and badge number, receiving Christian Gole badge 29292. When Henry reiterates that he doesn't answer questions, Officer Gole immediately escalates with the ambiguous threat, "I'll be talking to you later." This interaction quickly transitions from a simple investigatory stop to potential police misconduct as Gole attempts to circumvent Henry's established ID refusal rights. This sets the stage for the rest of the confrontation.
I do now. I've got business now.
With what?
Well, you just made a threat. You said you'd be seeing me later, so I want to see what you're up to now. You're a public official.
Wait here for me, please.
I have a right to record public officials in their public capacity from public spaces. This town hall is a public space, sir. Where do you get off making threats to me?
I'm not making threats.
What did you mean you'd see me later?
I'll see you later.
What do you mean you'd see me later? What do you mean by that?
Saying that you're harassing them. Were you harassing them?
Nothing's obvious to me.
Listen.
Nothing's obvious to me.
Let me gather my information.
Let me exercise my freedom. Let me exercise my right to record you in public.
Well, I need to talk to them by myself so they don't feel threatened.
I'm going to take them into a private area. This is a public area.
Okay.
Morris County, 1917.
You can stay right here. You can't come back here. This is not.
41, 10, 6, reps the range.
The confrontation immediately escalates as Assistant Chief Christian Gole attempts to order Craig Henry off of public property. Henry pushes back by challenging Gole's prior vague threat. This brings us to the core of the First Amendment. Craig Henry asserts his right to film public officials in a public space. The town hall is a public forum, and Gole cannot legally order Henry to leave without a clear, articulable basis. Instead of respecting this filming right, Gole engages in clear police misconduct by blocking Henry and deciding to move the town hall staff into a supposedly private area. The clear intent is to disrupt Henry's public auditing and filming rights. Officer Gole has no lawful authority to manufacture a private area within a public space simply because Henry is exercising his legitimate ID refusal and recording rights. Henry correctly challenges this obstruction, cementing the importance of the First Amendment right to record.
All right. Here's the problem, okay? If you want public information, you have to put your name on there and stuff. Fill it out.
Is that right?
Yeah, you just put NA.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, are you familiar with the IC code 3-14-5?
Public information.
The Access to Public Records Act,
You're not gonna
APRA.
put your name on it.
Well, the only reason I bring it up, sir, is because it's not a problem. It's actually not a requisite of the law that you put your name on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
The problem, I think, is coming around, threatening me, acting like you know the law, acting like you know what I should have to put on a public records request.
you know what I got called for?
Look,
Do you?
I'm going to tell you
Do
what
you?
I'm going to tell you one
I
thing.
will give you
I
that
don't know
record.
what you got called for.
Okay. Someone was down here causing problems. If they feel threatened, I'm going to come down and check it out. That's my duty.
So
Correct?
because they feel
Okay,
threatened, you're going to come
but
and threaten
then when
me?
I come and
You're going to
talk-
come and
When
verbally threaten
I
me?
didn't threaten you.
You said you'd see me later.
Yeah.
That's a loaded statement with a gun and a badge
I
on.
will see you later to get your information because you're not being cooperative.
You are an absolute chump. You know that too.
All right. You can have a good day.
Lying, thieving, government workers.
You're wasting their time down here. You're wasting my time.
I was in here for you, so since
Oh,
you,
obviously.
all right, you coming in here? You coming out?
Yeah, I'm coming outside.
All right,
So if your business is done here, then
sir.
you can
Don't tell
leave.
me what to do. I will do as I please, as long as I stay within the confines of the law. And I suggest you do the same.
I do.
Well, you
Been doing
threatened
this
me
for 30
earlier.
years. I
You
told you
threatened
I'd come
me.
see you later.
If I said that to you,
Because
if I said that to you, it would be a complaint to the prosecutor,
That's
and it would
great.
be a goddamn jail sentence
that's
for
a
me.
gray area.
Yeah,
Now
and I know
listen,
what? Because it's
if
you,
you
because
have
you're a
problem
sovereign
not
citizen,
giving me-
because you're a
I'm
sovereign
not a
citizen.
sovereign citizen.
Well, what happens if you
I'm
break
a
the
US
law?
Citizen.
What happens if you break the law? You
I
don't get in trouble.
Oh yes, I do.
Oh, you're a sovereign. You got that assistant chief of police. You can go beat the hell out of anybody. You could shoot anybody, and nobody's going to arrest you.
Oh, whatever.
You know that's damn right. You know that's right.
I don't need this from you today.
I don't need anything from you, and you came over and asked me for my name. Get out of here. No better than those Fort Worth cops that beat the shit out of that woman last night. That guy didn't get arrested either. Now on to the so-called disturbance that this guy was investigating. Hello, everybody. This is Craig Henry. We are here in Ferdinand, Indiana today. The day is, I believe it's June, let's see, maybe 24th today?
Hi, can I help you?
Oh, thank you.
The conflict pivots to statutory law, specifically public records access. Officer Christian Gole asserts that Craig Henry must put his name on the request form, but Henry counters with a precise legal argument. Under Indiana IC Code 345 Access to Public Records Act, providing a name is generally not a requisite for accessing public records. Henry, successful with his ID refusal right, now highlights Gole's misunderstanding of basic administrative law grounds. Gole resorts to personal attacks, defending his earlier threat and calling Henry an absolute chump. Most notably, Gole throws out the derogatory term sovereign citizen to diminish Henry. This is a common tactic, a dog whistle intended to imply Henry operates outside the law, despite Henry operating entirely within his legitimate First Amendment and ID refusal rights. Gole unprofessionalism and personal escalation constitute clear police misconduct, completely unwarranted for the situation.
You the only one that works in here full time?
No, I'm not the only one.
I got you. How many people are employed in here? I just like to know kind of how much kind of getting an idea of the amount of resources that are being extracted from the private sector workers to support the government workers here.
I don't know. I'm not quite comfortable answering those questions.
Okay. Do you have a public records request that I could get, please?
Yeah.
Okay. This is great. I feel like every city has a public records request form now.
Yeah.
About 2 years ago, I'd go around asking for them, and everybody would look at me like I'm stupid.
There you go.
Alrighty, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Is this the only city office or the only town office building, or are there more locations?
What do you mean? I mean, this is the only town hall in Ferdinand.
Yeah, I mean, is there like would there be like a town garage or a maintenance department building? Something of this sort?
I mean, we have a lot of buildings around town.
Okay.
Different uses.
Okay. So you have a PD, road department.
We have all the departments we need to take care of the town.
Okay. Could you give me an idea like what they are? I know most towns have a PD.
Yeah, we have a police department.
Okay. And you got a street utility department, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they all have their own buildings?
Yes.
Okay. Now, right around here, I pause the recording so that I can get the date and time off of my phone for the request, and then I don't start it up again until I go out to the parking lot and see the police officer. If you're looking to redress your grievances, the phone number and Facebook will be in the description. And the guy's name is
Christian Gole, badge number
29?
292.
Okay, Christian.
292.
This segment reveals the original footage. Assistant Chief Christian Gole cited as the alleged harassment that initiated the ID refusal confrontation. Craig Henry is performing a standard public accountability audit. Henry asks about staff numbers and the amount of public resources being utilized, a perfectly legitimate and relevant public inquiry. Although the town hall employee expresses being not quite comfortable answering financial questions, this does not constitute a crime or harassment. Instead of creating a scene, Henry accepts the response and asks for a public records request form, demonstrating compliance with administrative procedures. Henry's conduct is entirely protected under the First Amendment and public records law. The reality is there is no legal basis whatsoever for Officer Gole to initiate the stop, demand Henry waive his ID refusal right, or accuse him of harassment. An employee's discomfort does not constitute reasonable grounds for police intervention. This clearly highlights the police misconduct and the officer's overreaction to standard public auditing. Reviewing the entire interaction, Craig Henry earns an A grade for his conduct. He firmly asserted his ID refusal right under the Fourth Amendment and his right to film under the First Amendment while accurately citing the Public Records Law IC Code 3.5. Conversely, Assistant Chief Christian Gole receives an F for clear police misconduct, attempting to obstruct filming, issuing vague threats, and displaying ignorance of fundamental civil statutes. You do not have to provide ID unless an officer has reasonable suspicion you are committing or have committed a crime. When faced with an unfounded demand, calmly assert your ID or refusal right and keep recording. If you encounter a similar situation, study these laws and be prepared for potential escalation. Keep watching ID Refusal 101 to master the law and learn how to protect your rights in every encounter. Thank you to the original channel, Craig Henry channel, for providing this crucial audit content. Don't forget to follow and support the original channel. Knowing your rights isn't being difficult, it's being prepared. If this video helped you understand your legal rights, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment below, tell us your story, ask a question, or suggest the next encounter we should break down. This is ID Refusal 101, where we teach the basics of your right. Thanks for watching and see you next time.